The pyramids of Giza are the only remaining ancient wonders of the world, and with the Great Pyramid standing over 450 feet tall, it is hard to imagine how ancient Egyptians were able to build such a massive structure without modern tools or technology. In fact, some people even believe that the pyramids weren't built by the Egyptians at all, but by a mysterious lost civilization that possessed advanced knowledge and technology. However, thanks to modern technology, we can actually take a step back in time and see exactly how the pyramids were built. The idea for this video came from a viewer who asked what the Egyptians used for ramps when building the pyramids. To answer this question, let's start at the beginning. The ancient Egyptians began construction of the Giza pyramids around 2580 BC. The third and final pyramid was built over 100 years later. Over the course of these 100 years, the Egyptians developed more advanced building techniques. So while we can use the most recent discoveries to inform us about the pyramids as a whole, we need to keep in mind that the building techniques changed over time. Egyptians didn't just wake up one day and decide to build a pyramid. In fact, they had been practicing for hundreds of years by building smaller pyramids called As you can see, the pyramids started out small and gradually got bigger. The Egyptians used a simple tool, a lever, to move large blocks of stone. They also used a ramp to move the blocks up one layer at a time. But you might be wondering why they didn't just make the ramp longer and taller so they could build the pyramid faster. Well, the reason is gravity. The steeper the ramp, the more likely the stones would tumble down. Also, the heavier the stones, the more likely they would collapse. The Egyptians used a flatbed ramp system to move stones up one layer at a time. This may not sound like a big deal today, but keep in mind that these pyramids are over 450 feet tall. And the ancient Egyptians didn't have any mechanical or electrical equipment to help them. It took an estimated 20,000 workers about 20 years to build the Great Pyramid. The workers would have used a combination of ramps, levers, and rollers to move the stones into place. Each pyramid had its own set of ramps, which were dismantled as the pyramid grew. So the next time you're rewatching a documentary about the pyramids and the narrator says something to the effect of, "It's a miracle that the Egyptians were able to build such a massive structure without modern tools or technology," just remember that it wasn't a miracle. It was a flatbed ramp.